I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm on it.
Hey, freak show! You're going nowhere!
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
Welcome back, everybody, to another exciting episode of West of Nowhere. I am Levi.
And I am Shane.
Are you?
I'm not actually.
Oh, well, who are you today?
I'm I don't know actually. I'm Rico and this is my bed of dreams. Oh, that was nice.
What?
You screen
Oh.
switched for a second to whatever.
Yeah. I don't really know what's happening, but it's kind of cool. I don't know if that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, there we go. I clicked on the wrong button, but we're good. Anyway, don't worry about that, everybody. That's just stuff that we're tripping ourselves out with. It's
Flawless.
flawless. Yeah. So what's the haps? What's new? What new has the doggo?
The dog's good, and if you can't tell from the background, I can't record where I normally record because my roommate has half of his family here, so there's like fucking
A bunch of people.
a lot of people in the house.
Damn.
So I got my whole setup on a like one of those TV dinner tray things
Oh yeah.
next to my
You gotta
bed.
do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Hey,
you know?
I'm here for all 13 of you that listen.
Yeah. Speaking of the 13 people, do you want to say their names?
Yeah.
Probably?
Let's see. We got Adam Pacino, Keanu Reeves, Tony Burgess, Miles Glenn, Sam Norton, None Your Business, Colby Squared, Jade Marsh, Uncle Steve, Natalie Tacarante, Mark Stadler, Alec Ricks. What happened to? Huh. We lost Kylie Gangwish.
Oh my goodness.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. I
Yeah.
don't give a shit.
Dang.
Do it right now.
And then Colton, crunching aluminum can noise.
That's a good one. Yeah. So if you want to be cool like them, follow the linkest of trees, and you'll find out where to go.
Yeah.
The Patreon is where you want to be.
The Linktree is always in the description, but it's Linktree/wokpod in case you hate reading.
Yeah. Yeah. Readings for rich people.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you know this, but the Olympics are in full swing.
Dude. They are. Yeah. Dude, I watched some fencing, man. Like,
Yeah, they get into it.
dude, I think the French females won their first time since they added. I don't know. I was like listening and not listening, and then you're always throwing out those random. They're always like, "This is the first time that the women's French team has won this, but it's only been around for like 3 years." I was like, "Oh, okay." So
Yeah,
it's
that's
not been
really that special.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's so crazy.
Also, how come Russia is competing if they were banned from the Olympics?
I don't really know.
You know what I mean?
Because it's technically not Russia, it's the Russian Olympic Committee,
That's-
which I don't really understand how that's different.
It's not. That's like
Yeah.
that's like the shitty, outfit that Superman used to wear. It's like, I'm not Superman, put glasses on. I'm Clark Kent. No, dude, you're still Superman.
Yeah.
Or like from which one of the Avengers movies where Thor is on that planet and he has the blanket on him and he's like, I'm
Not a-
incognito. And like, you're still Thor. It's still real easy to tell who you are.
Not if I do this.
So it's crazy to me that they're just like, oh yeah, Russia's not here, but the Russian Olympic Committee, they're allowed.
Yeah. I'm reading this thing right now. Okay, so the ban is scheduled to end in December 2022. But you may wonder how on earth Russian athletes are competing in Japan. It's all down to the fact that they're representing the Russian Olympic Committee, a separate team entity. So they're just they found a loophole.
Yeah, it's funny? It's a separate team with all the same players from Russia.
Yeah, like what the fuck? You guys are not sneaky. Like,
I
It's so
just,
dumb.
dude, they always dude, Russia just does whatever they want, dude. Like,
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. There are no rules. Especially if you're Russia. So as of right now, China's in the lead with the most gold medals, with 24. But we're in the lead with most overall medals with 59. So,
we need to bump that up 10 more.
yep. Hey. So I like the Olympics because this is the time of year when everybody decides that they're experts on what complete Adonises do with their bodies and like how they do it wrong and stuff. Like that's always my favorite is
Yeah.
like hearing random couch potatoes be like, "Oh well, then fucking that guy he fucked up and did like okay, bro. Listen, when's the last time you even looked at like a fucking dumbbell or anything? Like what's going on here?" My favorite is right now. So Simone Biles, the gymnast,
Yeah.
who's like fucking, she's amazing. She competed like the first grouping of the Olympics, and she well, not the first grouping, but she was like, you know what, she did compete, but she fucked up a little bit, and then now she's got these like basically she sidelined herself, right? Because she was nervous. Um, but like one of the things that she did is something that like very few dudes have ever even done
Yeah.
before, and like they weren't scoring her fairly, and like so people were like, "Oh wow, this is fucked up. Like you can't even score her like you're just gonna score her differently just because she's so good. Like that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like that's not you're basically giving everybody else a handicap, like which is not proper etiquette in the Olympic realm of sports because they're all supposed to be the best of their country.
Yeah.
So why are you like disabling one strictly because she's fucking awesome? So she had a misstep in one of her events, and then she like sidelined from her other event
Mm-hmm.
because of a injury. Like it was like everybody's like, "Oh God, what happened?" And and then she came out, or and then it came out that said that she it was a mental health thing. She
Yeah.
was basically in her head, and she talked about it. And basically, there's this phenomenon that gymnasts and divers, and pretty much anybody who's like spinning their body around in the air for repeated times on purpose. Uh, they call it the twisties, and that's I mean, kind of a fun name, but kind of dangerous.
Right.
One gymnast tweeted about, or basically made a post about it because people were like fucking dogging on her for wanting to step out. She was like in her head,
Yeah.
and this lady was like, "Hey, she made a good fucking call. How do I know that? Well, this happened to me, and I broke my neck, and now I'm paralyzed." So I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense then. Yeah,
Wait.
probably this other
Yeah. Yeah.
person."
No, you can. So what
Yeah, because
exactly? So what
if you're
exactly is?
twisting, if
Okay.
you've
Okay.
ever watched gymnasts fucking
Yeah.
do anything, they're spinning around, and if they lose their equilibrium while they're spinning and they land on the wrong part of their body, usually not good, right?
Okay.
So they could,
So
potentially break any kind of limb, but this person was like, I fucking broke my neck doing it.
yeah.
So
So
how about
this.
you guys fucking dial it back on getting mad at Simone Biles
So
here?
the twisties is something about your body's equilibrium being thrown off. Like.
Well, kind of. It's like you don't rely on your muscle memory on what you're doing anymore, and you're basically panicking. So this person kind of described it as like, say you're in a busy highway and you're trying to merge off,
Okay.
right? But you're 2 lanes away or whatever. The twisties is like how you would normally merge is you just fucking you just do it. But the twisties is like makes your brain go, fuck. Make sure you're pressing the gas, but only at the right angle, and also make sure you're turning the steering wheel just right, and then also don't forget to shift and all these other things like all at the same time. And so like then you fucking lose where you're at,
Okay. It
and
sounds like a fucking like almost like a weird kind of panic attack.
yeah, basically. So So I was just like blown away how like like one of our friends, he shared this post about this thing about the Olympic Committee or the judges scoring her unfairly.
Yeah.
And like the person who made the post is like, this is what you get for having woke culture in the fucking Olympics. And I was like, okay, fuck off. But it was funny because like 2 days later, those kinds of people that made comments like that
Yeah.
turned around and go, oh man, she's a fucking quitter. Like she can't fucking blah blah blah, like can't handle it. Do.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that's pretty fucked up. Like you guys couldn't give her like 2 seconds to like explain what's going on. Like you just jumped on. Um, one of the people that decided to comment on it is another Olympic athlete, a tennis, a male tennis player, named Novak Djokovic. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce
Oh,
it.
dude, I watched him play tennis, dude. That dude is a monster.
Okay, so this is what he said about
Okay.
her bowing out. He said, "Pressure is a privilege, my friend. Without pressure, there's no professional sport. If you're aiming to be at the top of the game, you better start learning how to deal with pressure and how to cope with these moments."
Oh,
And
he's a dick.
And then 2 days later, guess what happened?
Oh no.
He got he lost his bronze medal singles match. So he wasn't even fighting for gold at this point. He lost his bronze medal singles match, threw a racket in the stands, smashed another, and then skipped his doubles match in Olympic meltdown. So maybe you shouldn't be telling people what they should and shouldn't be doing in regards to pressure if you can't
Dude.
fucking handle your shit.
Holy
especially
shit.
2 days after you make a comment like that. Like I just was like, holy shit, dude. That's hilarious.
Yeah. That's what you call karma.
Yeah. And then like people are forgetting fucking Simone Biles. She's like one of the people that went through that fucking horrific molester guy's shit.
Oh, yeah.
He was a gymnast trainer.
Yeah.
That's where it all started. And she was one of the few that spoke up about it. So she's got that. She competed at one point. She's competed with like passing kidney stones, which can't be fun for anybody.
Yeah.
She's, it's not like she's afraid to compete. It's just she was like, this is a safety thing for me, so I'm going to go ahead and not do it. And like, meanwhile, these people idolize people like Michael Jordan, who fucking retired 4 times, or fucking Calvin Johnson. He retired, top of his game. Like, people fucking quit. It's okay. And it doesn't mean they're not great. And I doubt she's going to be done competing.
Yeah.
She's just fucking taking a step back. Letting things happen.
Dude, I mean, if we're being honest, though, if you think about it, everybody who's, like, ever been, like, the greatest, everyone always says they should have quit when they were still good.
Yeah.
They should have quit when they were... Because, like people, like, who was, like, Brett Favre, who stayed in the NFL for way too long, and you're like, yo, dude...
Retired 5 times.
You're done, dude. Stop. You know what I mean? Everyone's like, oh, he should have retired when he was at the top of his game, you know? Now he's out here looking terrible.
Yeah. So that's going on.
Yeah.
Also, one of the wholesome things from the Olympics going on
Okay.
is from the men's high jump. So, 2 dudes were constantly tying each other in the men's high jump.
Okay.
And they were like, "Hey, guys, you got to have a jump off." And then for the gold. And then one of the guys was like, "Can we just have 2 gold medals?" And they're like, "Yeah, actually you can." And so they just split gold. And so both of these dudes from 2 different countries got gold. And what's even cooler is they're homies from way back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they trained at some of the same camps and stuff growing up. And I was like, that's pretty fucking cool. Like they like know each other, they're kind of homies. And then fucking one's from Qatar and the other's from Italy. And so they shared it.
So was it just like 2 dudes on the gold podium spot and then a dude with bronze? Or did they also have like 2 gold, 1 silver, and bronze?
I don't know how they broke it up. I just read about this story.
Thanks.
I came with incomplete information.
Thanks.
I'm sorry. Have you ever wanted to go to Lollapalooza?
I've heard of it, but I really don't know what it is.
So it's just a music festival similar to like Coachella, but less hoity-toity, I guess. It's a little more like If I remember right, I think the lead singer from Jane's Addiction is the one that founded it.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, I mean, nowadays they have
So,
all sorts of people fucking
Coachella
there,
for poor people. Got it.
sure. Yeah. Oh, it was lead singer from or not Allison Jane's, Jane's Addiction, Perry Farrell. I don't. Why do I know that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why you know weird things.
Okay, so I got 2 stories out of Lollapalooza.
All right.
One, your boy the baby.
My boy. You know what we are? We get beers on the weekends.
Okay, well, you're gonna want to change that real quick. He was dropped by Lollapalooza because he went on a anti-gay tirade.
Oh.
At one of his concerts in Chicago.
All right.
And or not in Chicago, but that's where Lollapalooza's at. Sorry. It was in Miami, and he. So here's some of the things he said.
Yeah.
While speaking to the crowd. If you didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks, put yourself on light up.
Ooh.
So there's that.
I don't really feel like that's anti-gay as much as oh, okay. It's not done yet.
No.
Oh no.
He said
Allegedly.
Fellas, I mean, he said it in the microphone. There's video.
Oh, okay, bet.
So he said, fellas, if you ain't suck up and we're dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone light up. Keep it fucking real. And then
God damn.
Yeah. Basically, so he said, my gay fans, they take care of themselves. They ain't go for any nasty gay
What?
N-words. Basically, only nasty gay people get AIDS and stuff is basically
Oh my God.
They ain't no junkies on the street. That's so there we go.
You know he was fucked up.
Yeah, had to be.
You know what I mean? Just like fucking fucked up.
Number one, I'm not shocked that he said anything like this in the slightest bit. I mean, everybody was like, in tears about DMX dying not that long ago, but there's like a whole song where all he does is just talk shit on a potentially gay rapper and says some pretty derogatory stuff. Do I listen to it still? Yeah, because it's DMX. But the point is, so these aren't the kind of people who like tiptoe around socially sensitive issues.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he tweeted in response to people being fucking livid about what he said.
Yeah.
He said, and I'm gonna read exactly how he typed it.
Oh, right.
Anybody who done ever been affected by AIDS, HIV, y'all got the right to be upset. What I said was insensitive, even though I have no intentions on offending anybody. So my apologies. But the LGBT community, I ain't tripping on y'all. Do you? Y'all business is y'all business. So some of the people that were like, okay, bro, including, I don't know if she's in the list today, but Dua Lipa had a song with him, Levitating.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, I'm not happy with that. She said, I'm surprised and horrified at DaBaby's comment. I'm not surprised, like I said, but I really don't recognize this as the person I worked with. And then Elton John fucking came out. You gotta do something crazy if Elton John's tweeting.
Yeah.
So basically, he just like was saying there's some misinformation about AIDS that was said at DaBaby. He didn't really like say, this guy is a piece of shit. He's just like, you guys are telling lies about HIV and AIDS, and here's some facts. And he tweeted some facts, which is nice. Yeah, and then Madonna got in it, but I didn't listen to what she said. 'Cause I don't give a fuck what Madonna says. But anyway, so he was dropped by Lollapalooza, and so that's the first Lollapalooza story.
All right.
Second Lollapalooza store. Have you ever listened to Playboy Cardi's music ever?
Playboy Cardi?
Yeah.
Is that a person?
Yeah, apparently. So he's got a lot of like some hype music. Like people get fucking, you know, get jacked to his shit apparently. I watched some video, and the reason I asked that is because he was on the set list right before Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
So so his fans are kind of hardcore. They like to do a lot of pushing and moshing and jumping around and getting crazy.
Okay.
All right, so now imagine you're a 20-something-year-old 4'11" girl who just went to Lollapalooza so she could see Miley Cyrus play. And now you're in the middle of this gigantic crowd. And then this dude, Playboy Cardi, just starts getting everybody turned the fuck up. And then the crowd just fucking go crazy. There's so many videos of these girls just freaking out. I'm so scared. Oh, man. Like, if you've never been in a mosh pit before and one just happens around you,
Yeah.
like, that'd be pretty terrifying.
Yeah, hold up.
And, like, he even had to stop the crowd, like, multiple times because he's like, you guys gotta give people space because there's, like, people fucking passing out and shit.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyway, if you want to, like, go down a deep dive of just hilarious, tragic girls, Google Miley Cyrus fans during Playboy Cardi's set, and there's, like, videos of them, like, in the hospital after. Oh, man. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah. One more Lollapalooza thing. I guess MGK wasn't supposed to be at Lollapalooza and then showed up and made a surprise
Set.
yeah,
or
did a
something?
surprise set at the Bud Light Seltzer Session side stage.
Okay.
And he performed a bunch of the songs from his new album, Tickets to My Downfall, which I like that album, side note, but I've heard a lot of like people shit on it for pretty much no reason, just because they didn't like him to begin with as a rapper.
Oh, well, that's fair. Yeah, no, it's. I mean, it's good. I mean, for what it is, I don't typically like that kind of. I don't know. It's just not my vibe.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of stuff that I don't really vibe with that I probably should. But like for instance, I've never listened to Rise Against until like this weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
They got some
And
good songs.
And they got a new album, and I've been listening to it all day. And I don't know if you've listened to
I
it.
have not heard it.
It's pretty decent.
Okay.
Yeah, I was at my buddy Eric's house last night. We were playing games, board games and shit, and that's what we kind of like. His Spotify was that kind of shit, and I was like,
Dude,
What
their
is
music is very like politically, like they're
Yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah.
politically driven. They're like they're actually like their music is good, and then they're also like there's a definite message like in all their
Yeah.
music. So I really
Yeah.
I've always liked them. They're pretty good.
yeah. So anyway, highly recommend their new album. But yeah,
Dude, has anything happened now with the country freaking out again about the Delta variant? Has anything happened up in Nebraska?
no. Our governor is kind of like, fuck you. We're not doing anything, basically. Like, he's like, we're done. We're done doing all that shit.
So
Which, you know,
yeah, because what was it as of the 28th, the CDC said people needed to wear masks again, whether you're vaccinated or not. So of course, all the people on the right are like, "Oh, your vaccination is really saving you," and then people on the left or whatever. It's getting ridiculous on both sides again for pretty much no fucking reason.
Yeah.
Well, because of the CDC said that, like now you're required to wear masks on base inside any building, so that's super annoying.
Side note, just for the people who might be concerned about, I don't want to take no vaccine, get that tell you what. Because everybody that doesn't want a vaccine sounds like that. Prove it that I'm wrong.
Yeah.
The CDC chief says there will be no federal mandate on COVID-19 vaccine.
Oh,
So,
nice. Okay.
She said that the other day.
Nice.
So I'm pretty excited to have that one in my pocket when I go into work tomorrow, because I'm imagining some of the people that I talk to on a regular basis. Oh, dude, I went up to my dad's house on Saturday or yesterday.
Yeah.
And they just got back from vacation. They went down to like Tennessee and Kentucky, and they did like some tours with like some distilleries and shit.
Yeah.
And is that the right word? With like moonshine and stuff.
Yeah, distillery. Yeah.
Yeah. So they came back with a bunch of stuff, and so we were like sampling it, like doing like little thimble drinks of like different ones, and what this guy, he was like, he was playing to the crowd because everybody there was pretty much thinking the same thing, but except for me, when they didn't expect me to say anything. But he's just like, yeah, I saw a thing on Facebook, and the guy said, I'll get a vaccine when I can understand what the president says.
Oh my God.
I was like, well, so he wouldn't have got one for the last 4 years either, huh?
Yeah.
And then nobody said anything, and then they stopped talking about it. I was like, all right. And I was completely outnumbered, so I was impressed that that happened that way.
Yeah.
Because 9 times out of 10, I don't think I would have made it out of there without getting really annoyed. But yeah, they moved on real quick, and I was like, oh, thank God. Because that's the last thing I want to do on a Saturday night is sit there and fucking talk to people who only go to Facebook things for their fucking information.
Yeah.
About anything.
Exactly.
Like, I don't care if it's fucking the Olympics. Yes, and one of my friends, they were like, change the subject to the Olympics. I was like, I don't want to talk to these fucking people about the Olympics. You kidding me? Dude just quoted a Facebook post.
Right?
We're not in,
Dude, I totally
good
forgot.
territory for that.
So in Japan, in an effort to like in the Olympic Village, in an effort to keep them from like
Oh, fuck.
an Olympic to to keep them from fucking, they made their beds with like boxes that only can
cardboard.
hold. They can only hold one person. So if the second person gets on the bed, it'll just collapse.
Yeah.
But I was like, when someone told me that, and I looked it up, I was like, so no one. You're telling me not a single Olympic person fucks on the floor?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
was like,
If the box like crunches in, oh no, we're not up above the floor now. We can't keep having
or they
sex.
could just stand up. I don't know.
Right? Because they're all like crazy in good shape, so they can just do
carry each
like
other
crazy
around and
things.
shit.
Yeah.
It hang from the ceiling, whatever, dude. Yeah,
There's like the bodybuilder chick just like pressing a dude with his penis in her mouth. No?
I think I've seen that video before. Yeah, no, I just think that's hilarious. And I saw a couple like athletes, which I don't know who to believe in this story, but they're like, dude, we're here to fucking compete, bro. But like, I'm pretty sure other Olympics, there's been an issue with like people fucking too much.
Yeah, right? It's banging.
And let them. What's the problem? What's the issue really?
When perfect.
I
was gonna say when the perfect people all get together and have babies, they make more perfect people.
Yeah, we're gonna have the Super Olympics after with all these babies that are made. So I used to watch this show called Brainiac, and it's a British comedy / science show.
Yeah,
and it was on like G4, and they would test all sorts of crazy shit. Like that's where I learned about thermite and like all these random things. Well, one of the things they tested was athleticism post-coitus, right? So they had a soccer team, and then half of the team fucked at halftime, or like the one team fucked at halftime and the other team didn't. And the team that fucked at halftime fucking tore the other team's shit up second half.
Yeah, that's
it's
wild.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, all right, let's go.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Because like I've always heard
you
that
would
like
think it would be like the opposite, where like
was it a male soccer team?
Yeah.
That's wild. Because I've definitely heard that like at least for fighters, male fighters in preparation for a fight like won't have sex the entire time they're training.
Yeah.
And then but I've heard the opposite for female fighters, like they will. But I don't know like the science behind.
Yeah.
But I don't know the science behind it.
I feel like we need to do some tests. So if you're a female fighter and you want to figure some shit out, just follow our Linktree.
Yeah, hit up Levi.
Hit me up. I got some science stuff. We could do some science.
He's got a lab in the form of a bed. I mean,
yeah, I got test tubes.
He does not have cardboard box beds, so you'll be fine.
Yep. It's a real bed. Bought it myself. Uh, yeah, so that's hilarious, but who knows?
Yeah.
I think they're all fucking anyway. That's my.
Dude, I would imagine that
Why wouldn't they?
there's a bunch of it going on. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like might as well. You're with like the most prestige, like Greek god physique people.
Yeah.
And oh, that's another thing I was going to talk about, and I forgot about it. There are like all these people getting fucking fined for not wearing the right uniforms.
Oh, yeah, the volleyball team from Sweden.
Yeah,
They refused to wear bikini bottoms.
yeah, they wear like volleyball shorts.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool, do whatever you want. And then like people are like, how dare they? And I was like, how about we just go back to old school Greece and everybody's just naked? Fuck it. We get two versions: blurred TV, non-blurred TV, and you got to pay for the non-blurred TV. It's a streaming service. It's Raw Olympics, and
Dude, they'd partner with like Playboy or something.
hell yeah, and then fucking just let them go.
Dude,
Anyway,
that's wild.
that's all I got.
Yeah. All right. I'll start off with the Billboard 200, and then we can roll into the story that I got.
All 200? Holy shit!
All 200, or maybe there we go. Okay. So we got some new ones on top. All right. Number one this week is Faith by Pop Smoke. But I thought, when I seen this, I was like, I thought he was dead.
He is dead.
Okay. Well, he's got an album on number one right now.
Pulling a fucking Tupac. God damn it.
At number two is Sob Rock by John Mayer. I didn't even know he made music anymore.
Me neither. I thought he just cried into $100 bills now.
Right. I thought he like made out with microphones for no reason.
That's what I do.
All right. Falling from number one to number three is Sour by Olivia Rodrigo. Ooh. From number two to number four is Planet Her by Doja Cat. Falling from number three to number five, Dangerous, the double album, Morgan Wallen.
Still in the 5.
Still in the 5. From 4 to 6, The Voices of the Heroes, Little Baby and Lil Durk. From 5 to 7, Hall of Fame by Polo G. Dua Lipa, Future Nostalgia, number 8.
Yep. There she goes.
Up from number 11 to number 9, Shoot for the Stars, Pop Smoke. So he's got 2 albums in the top 10 right now. I'm
This
fucking.
dude's fucking tearing shit up.
You're right. And then number 10, Inside the Songs, Bo Burnham.
Hell yeah. Where's Moneybag Yo at?
Oh shit, let's look. Moneybag Yo. Oh, number 11.
Oh, man.
Not
Just
far.
outside the top
Just
10.
outside, dude. He got pushed down by those 2 new albums that.
Oh, yeah. Pop Smoke just fucking coming in hot.
And
From the beyond the grave.
that's weird that you can be dead and then release a new album.
Dude, Tupac did it all the time.
They just kept remixing his music.
Well, there was unreleased shit that they were putting out too.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. No, I know.
What do you? Because you fucking
Don't
said wrong
don't
shit.
fucking start with me. How about that? All right.
Okay, what's your
All right.
what's
So
your story?
my story.
Let's fucking
right.
hear it.
Have you watched the Black Widow movie?
No. Oh.
I have not either. I've honestly, man, I've heard more bad reviews about the movie than I have good. I've heard a lot of people just don't like. It's just not.
It's just like a blah. Marvel
Yeah, like
movie.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Like
so
Thor 2.
oh yeah.
Dark
What was it?
World.
Dark World. Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So I guess Scarlett Johansson is suing suing the Walt Disney Company
Hell yeah, brother.
because when they did the contract with her for making the movie, they were not supposed to release the movie straight to Disney Premium, the premium shit.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of her money was supposed to come from box office.
Ticket sales.
Yeah.
Oh.
So she's saying
Fuck.
that they purposely breached her contract by doing that and by not like rehashing her contract.
Yeah.
So
to
she's-
include it.
Yeah. So she's suing Disney for $50 million. I was like, that's wild. That's a huge number. Like
That's at least 4 zeros.
Disney has calling her move sad because Let's see. Disney has fully complied with ScarJo's contract, and furthermore, the release of Black Widow on Disney Plus with Premier Access has significantly enhanced her ability to earn additional compensation on top of the $20 million she's already received to date.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Wait.
she's already making mad money. So she's saying that on top of that 20, they owe her at least 50 more.
Yeah.
Because she would have made $50 more million had people who decided to not go to the movie theaters just stayed home and watched it on Disney Premiere.
Yeah.
But if you think about it,
oh, go ahead.
I can see what she's saying, right? Because
Yeah.
the premiere is $30. So if you buy it at your house, you could have fucking 20 people in your house.
Yeah.
And then everybody's watching it.
Yeah.
But you can't hide 20 people in your purse and go to the theater.
Well, not with that attitude. Quantum realm.
I don't know. It's weird. It honestly just seems like a money hungry, like kind of bullshit. Like you already made $20 million off the movie.
Yeah. I mean, here's my thing.
Okay.
Is they signed a contract with her, and
Yeah.
that's like, they fucking take their contract super literally when they deal with literally everybody else.
Okay.
But the minute somebody wants to take them literally with their contract, that Disney's not a fan of it, like that's fucked up. Like I think just on the side of they should have at least renegotiated it and included Disney Plus coinage included in her shit. Like
Yeah.
when it fucking postponed 62 times. But also maybe she should have tried to renegotiate too. I don't know.
Yeah. Her lawyer says, quote, Disney saw the opportunity to promote its flagship subscription service, establishing Disney Plus as a must-have service in an increasingly competitive market. So, I don't know. I don't think $50 million. I think that's nuts, dude. Like,
Yeah, that might be a tad like just slightly too much, but
and then I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but if most people are saying the movie sucked, then should you really get more money? Should you really?
yeah. I don't know, man. Contracts are fucking weird though. Like people
You ever tried to read a fucking contract? It's like, yo, I don't
it's
have.
so boring. I don't have 4 days and like 6 pairs of eyeglasses because somehow they're gonna get worn out by me reading this boring language.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. More power to her. She's not gonna be in any fucking more Disney movies. I'll tell you that for free.
I mean, you're right. I mean, you're not wrong considering like she's dead.
Well,
And then this is supposed to...
literally any more Disney movies.
Oh, you've done. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just any. Yeah.
Right.
Why would they fucking hire her now? They're like, oh, fuck you, bitch. Like, you fucking sued us? You gonna sue me, bitch? In front of my friends? You gonna sue me in front of my friends?
Right.
Me and He-Man are out. Poor Scarlett Johansson. It's okay. I'll come. You just come here. I'll take care of you. It's okay. You don't need Disney's money when you got the non-Olympic bed behind this wall back here. You know.
What
I'll
qualify?
even give her foot rubs every day.
Fuck that,
At
dude.
least.
You rub her own feet.
Oh, she got $20 million banked. I think I can handle a couple foot rubs. You know. Isn't she pregnant?
Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
Preggers. Let's go. She is pregnant, stupid.
Why would I? Why would I care?
I don't know.
It's not my baby.
Well, isn't it though?
You know what?
That'd
Don't
be
tell
fucking crazy.
don't tell Natalie. It's definitely my
tell her.
baby.
We calling Jost, the guy from SNL. That's her baby daddy. Yeah, it's crazy. She was like when she said all those news to Ryan Reynolds, and then they broke up, and now look at him and look at her. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, he's doing great. Every company wants to work with fucking Ryan Reynolds. I really want to see that new movie he's in.
Oh, the video game one?
Mr. Guy or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck. Yeah, that looks pretty fun.
It does look awesome.
Yeah, I want to get super baked and go watch it. I feel like that'd be a good time. That 6 Underground, did you watch that?
Yes.
That one was pretty fun too.
Dude, I thought it was a great movie, and a lot of people was just like a lot. I remember a lot of people shitting on it, saying it was like the plot was terrible, and it was just a bunch of racing. And I was like, you assholes paid for 9 Fast and the Furious movies.
Yeah, for real.
Get the
dude.
fuck away from me.
Yeah.
Every time a Fast and Furious movie comes out, people are like, oh my god. It's like, what?
Yeah. Like some movies are just allowed to be actiony and, silly and crazy like that.
Yeah.
Like that's why I had to dip a lot of reservations when I watched that fucking Chris Pratt Alien movie. Because I was in the middle of watching and I was like, oh yeah, this is just an action movie. Just relax, Levi. It's okay. It's gonna be okay.
I thought that movie was very good.
For what it is.
Yeah. It was very good. Period. It was good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Except for all his cheeseball lines.
You're a fucking cheeseball.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Dale. How dare you?
Well, I think
Do
that's
we
it.
have anything else?
I think that's it, man.
Well, yeah. What? You got our friends?
Oh yeah, damn. I forgot we even had
Remedy
friends. Remedy Room, Kicking It with the Kellys. No New Friends podcast.
Yeah.
Dutch in Denver podcast. You should check out his podcast because he's gonna start running an ad that we record in his on his little breaks that he takes. So you can catch us there for no reason.
Surprise, Levi! You gotta record an ad now. Unprepared. Also, I want to let you know that at the beginning of the podcast, we were like, "What the fuck, Kylie?" And then by the end of this podcast, I have gotten response from her, and she's fixing it. So, so she's gonna listen to this podcast and be like, "Fuck you, call me out on the air." And then at the end, she's gonna be like, "Okay, all right,
okay,
cool."
okay."
Yeah, and then once again, if you would be so kind to tell your friends, share the wealth.
Yeah.
If you learn one thing from this podcast, you gotta tell somebody.
Yeah.
That's the rule. I mean, something. You gotta, or if you heard something, you're like, that Shane, he can actually say words without sounding dumb. And then you have to tell people.
Yeah.
And then also fucking review us, because that's the only way we get more people without you sharing it, is review. And then if you want to be a subscriber, go to our Patreon, like we said, in the Linktree in the description. On YouTube, like and subscribe and
comment,
share that shit too. Comment all over it. Yeah, and that's it. Right?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. I've had enough. Thanks, bitches.
Tip your bartender.